Joe Hart. Just the guy I was hoping to speak to. See, Batman, this time you were not the first person here, which I find surprising. And Joe Hart just followed me. Oh, thanks, Joe Hart. Joe, this is what's on my mind right now. I was just watching a stream. What's up, Levoc? A stream by that guy. I think you were in it as well, Joe. And the guy was walking around this surf expo, and tons of really cool stuff. And he's showing the different booths, and it's just walking around, just holding the camera. Here we go. Not saying anything. Sorry. He's just walking around like this. And I'm like, I wrote in the comments, and I see, Joe, you're in this. I'll have you cameo in a second if you want to weigh in with your 2 cents. But I'm like, you have this awesome opportunity. You're taking the steps to show me something really cool on live streaming, but you're not going to say anything? Like, you're just going to walk, like, if you were watching a TV show, yeah, and you know why you were there for less than 30 seconds? Was because the guy wasn't saying or doing anything. You could walk through the Vatican. You could walk through the most beautiful place in the world with all the most interesting stuff. But if you don't have someone there to tell you what you're looking at, or explain it to you, or answer your questions, why are you bothering to live stream at all? And that's not what live streaming is about. Live streaming is about having that interactivity. It's about having that experience. And to do that, you need someone holding the camera. I've had a couple conversations with these nonprofits now. They're like, oh, well, if we Periscope, do we need to be interacting with the camera? I'm like, well, would you want to watch it if there was no one there? Would you just want to watch like the security camera at a bowling alley? I mean, imagine, I think it's like a static. I mean, imagine if I just sat here. You know what I mean? Okay, that's my parking lot. Who wants to watch that? Would you want to watch? Is that interesting or entertaining in any way? There's not, like, yes, humans are visual but need to be guided. Like, imagine I drove around the country and visited all 50 states, but I didn't bother to tell you what state I'm in. I had to go into the stream and ask them what it was. Hello? Like, are you kidding me? It's like, it's rude, it's counterproductive, it's silly. And trust me, I'm glad that brands want to jump in and do this and get involved. But you're doing yourself more harm than good if you just make yourself look silly walking around and just not interacting with the camera. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like right now, Joe Hart is here, and I'm having a conversation with Joe Hart. I'm having a conversation with all of you guys. So the larger the audience gets, the more difficult that can be. I get it. But I'm the only person in that room. That guy is basically giving me a guided tour of this event. But he's not bothering to say anything. Like, you gotta know what you're doing. You have to have some sort of idea. Look at it from the viewer experience. Have someone back in your office. If you're going to get involved with this stuff, if you're going to get, hi Andrea, if you're going to get involved with live streaming as a business, do yourself a favor. Try it. But ask someone to watch what you're doing. Ask someone to tune in. And see how long you can keep their attention. See how long you can manage to hold on to their attention span. Because again, we live in this era where you're certainly not promised anything. You're not promised anyone's time at all. And for any of you guys to want to spend even a few seconds in my room is fantastic, and I appreciate it. But the key to keeping people around, the key to engaging and operating a successful stream is that interactivity. And it takes energy. I get it. You know, everyone thinks that you just press the button and all of a sudden you're in the club, right? Oh yeah, we're on Periscope. We're on Meerkat. No, you're not. No, you're not. I mean, I just, like, you can't just do it and say you did it. Yeah, like, oh, it kills me. And I appreciate the kind words, Joe. Just, it kills me to watch a stream like that. It kills me.
There is nothing I can say to follow up. I mean, you're spot on. I mean, you know, I don't know how many of my streams you've actually seen, but I am an anxiety-ridden person. I'm not lying about that. That's not a fib. That is truth. I am extremely anxious before a stream. I'm extremely anxious during the stream, and I'm extremely anxious after the stream. That's probably why I act up and yell at people and go with the jugular and all that stuff. But I'm an individual, so I don't really have to worry about too much. But no, you're spot on. I mean, you know, I look at, it's the open internet, anybody can live stream, and I think Meerkat and Periscope wants that, but they can do any format they want, and that's why you're the top 2%. I mean, you get products, you get marketing, you get that stuff. Some people don't. And Guy, hello, welcome back. I'm glad to see you, Guy. I hope you're feeling well. Take care, Guy. Thank you, Chris, for the invite.
Thank you, Joe Hart, for stopping by. I appreciate it, buddy. And Guy, how are you, man? It's good to see you. I don't really know how else, you know, what else I'm really trying to say other than if you're a brand and you want to get involved with live streaming, you really need to have someone to shepherd you into it. You know, and that could be somebody internally. But if you want to do it right, you need to have that person in place to be able to guide your audience through the experience. That's the one piece that I think a lot of these brands that are trying to do this now are really missing. And it's a shame. It's a shame. So Joe, I appreciate it, buddy. I'm glad you joined in because I saw you were the other person, one of the only other people who saw that stream from Orlando there. So I just wanted to get this off my chest. Yeah, mentor programs are ideal situations. You're right. You're right. All right. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Footballers. Oh, see, this keeps happening to me every time I want to sign off. Kilo Bravo for CEO. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm going to jump on Periscope and say the exact same thing. So